K5 Blazer junk. I started working on this thing last night at 9 o'clock, and I figured, well, an hour, maybe two. I read the reviews online, I watched the video. The review said the instructions suck. They do. I'll try to keep this short and sweet because my battery's going to go dead. So, in case you haven't watched the previous video, I chewed up the crown gears because they were wearing for whatever reason, or a thrust washer, or one of my spider gears broke, whatever. But luckily the damage is minimal. So I took out the pin, the bolt that holds the pin, pushed the axles in, took them out, took all the broken parts out, cleaned this thing out as best I can. So, hang on, let me try to show you. I cleaned it out, but you can't clean it thoroughly. It's impossible. There's cavities and stuff sits on top in the back above the pinion gear. So long story short, I put in these pieces in the correct order, and they don't discuss it here whatsoever, putting your axles in. They just have the carrier sitting on a workbench, and they don't discuss anywhere here. Install the spacers into the center of each driver, making sure that the open face of the spacer is positioned towards the driver's teeth, which means, that thing is right here. I've been playing around with this thing. That the open face is towards the teeth, which are on the outer. The battery's not going to last. I'm going to be all disappointed. I would have made this video last night at 11 o'clock, but my phone was dead, like usual. Do I get an iPhone? Do I get an Android? Do I spend $500? So the open face, which is, this is the open face facing towards you, goes towards the ring with the splines for the axle. So you put it on just like that, with this on top of it, this thing here. But then if you put the C-lock in, you can't put the other one in because there's no room. So I'll go back and watch a video. Had a busy day today, shoveling snow, yada, yada, yada. And I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong, but you put everything together and there's no room for the C-locks in the crown gear. My destroyed crown gears. The C-locks land right there. You push the axle through, you put the C-lock on the axle, you push the axles out that way, and I took my leg, did some yoga, and I pulled the axle in, just like that. See the axle? Just came in. Watch the axle. And you put the C-lock in, but there's no room for the C-lock, and you can't reverse things, because if you reverse this, then this doesn't go back far enough on the axle to put the pin through. You want to be able to put the pin through there, and these halves go together. So the instructions show it correctly. They just don't discuss, see, pin goes through there, but you can't fit all the stuff together. So I'm missing something. I didn't look at it today. I was busy shoveling snow and dealing with a few issues, running a business, monkey business. So if anybody knows how this goes together, I'm going to go and watch a video. It's already, what time is it? 9:30. The clock on the wall says 9:30. So the instructions suck. They talk about the center driver. What the heck is a center driver? Label these things. Center driver. You can figure it out because of the way it comes in the box, the way things orient. And you got to bend these pins to hold the springy things that you put together. Just watching the video is better. So I'm going to go back and watch the video. And I must be missing something here. And I think that Sasquatch is here. I hear him clomping in here. So I'm going to check on out, and somebody could help me put this back together. It'd be real nice because I've been shoveling snow. Luckily, we only got a few centimeters, 3 inches. And I want to put this thing back together and push snow until I get my Dana 60 up front, my 14-bolt full floater with a Spartan locker in the back. Improve your directions, guys. You probably printed this years ago, but it's time to upgrade it and discuss how the axle C-locks that hold the axles from sliding out of the tube. Yeah, I know you can get a C-lock eliminator kit. I'm not doing it. This thing needs a heavy-duty front and rear differential. And that's my dilemma, how to make this thing work.